Tonight, a historic extradition underway. The Honduran Supreme Court signs off on former President Juan Orlando Hernandez being extradited to the U.S., where he's accused of colluding with drug traffickers for political gain. The final step after the U.S. requested his extradition back in February. Video from last month capturing Hernandez's arrest outside his home after a tense standoff with police. Less than 3 weeks after Hernandez was unseated by Xiomara Castro after 8 years in office.
What was it like for you to see Hernandez being arrested outside of his home last month?
Well, it was a shock because he was a very powerful person. When we saw him with handcuffs and just with that level of security around him, but not necessarily to protect him, but to detain him, that was definitely something that we did not think we would see in a short term.
The end of the former president's second term tainted by controversy after his brother Juan Antonio Hernandez was sentenced to life in prison in the U.S. on drug and weapons charges last year. This after years of U.S. prosecutors in the Southern District of New York accusing Hernandez of funding his political rise with profits from drug traffickers in exchange for protecting their shipments, including more than 500,000 kilos of cocaine since 2004. The former president has strongly denied any wrongdoing. On Monday, Hernandez's wife, Ana Garcia, released a letter on her social media, appearing to be from her husband. The 2.5-page handwritten note says he is an innocent victim of revenge by the drug cartels.
Not long ago, former President Hernandez was considered an ally to the U.S. What does this extradition, what message does it send?
Yes, for high political leaders, not just in Honduras, but in Central America, the message is that it doesn't matter how much power and the weight they have in the political landscape in their countries or in the region. Once they commit corruption acts or any other crime against the United States, their office comes to a second stage once they become a private citizen and they are enabled to respond towards the United States justice.
All right, Isa joins us now live in studio. Isa, what's next here? Can you kind of walk us through the legal steps?
Sure, Tom. So that appeal was really his one shot to stop this extradition. So now that the Supreme Court rejected that, he will be extradited to the U.S. That could happen in the coming weeks, even in the coming days. Of course, Hernandez will have to go through the judicial process here in the U.S. to determine whether or not he is found guilty, right? The attorney that I spoke to said, however, that we should look at what happened to his brother, Tony Hernandez, in the same process. He was tried here in the U.S., he was found guilty, and now he's facing life in prison. The attorney is saying that this should really be considered a preamble to what might happen to the former president here as well.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.